Don't forget to use TCG Center 5 code on ccgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome back guys to Pokemon TCG Center. Mario with you as usual. Today we'll be looking at Mega Gardevoir EX deck, but this one is on the budget. So basically, since a lot of people been watched and like my previous video that I basically made a Mega Gardevoir EX deck with Shaman's EX inside and with the Hoopa EX, and I got a lot of positive response from that video, and also some people send me messages if I can, well Mario, can I play this deck without Shamans? Will this deck work without Shamans? Can this deck be also good and competitive without Shamans? Well, my answer to you is yes, it can be actually. And in my opinion, this is pretty good. I wouldn't say it's top deck in a standard format, but for like a little amount of money you can build this deck and play it, and have a lot of fun, and it can beat pretty much every deck in the format. It can be a little clunky against Night March, if Night March can set up pretty fast, but it can be pretty badass against those huge heavy EX decks. Basically, if you play in area where you should play against a lot of Night March decks, you should probably tech 1 Zero Sig in this deck, and you can always do it. I mean, you can also play this deck with 3 versus Seekers. I mean, I tested a lot. I played like maybe 6 or 7 hours playing this deck, and I basically managed to see that this deck works also pretty good, only with D1, only with 3 versus Seekers. So basically, I made this deck list without Zero Sig, but basically if you want to run Zero Sig for those Night March decks, you can tech 1 and pretty much you can do pretty good thing around the board. So basically, yeah, the deck is pretty much non-standard as it was for my previously Mega Gardevoir non-budget version. Basically, what you can see, the Pokemons are pretty much same. I run 3 copies of Gardevoir EX, and I also have 3 copies of Mega Gardevoir EX in this deck. And pretty much that's the main attacker in this deck. That's the whole focus around it. I also have 2 copies of Spritzy and 2 copies of Aromatisse. A lot of people play like a line of 3 Dam or 3 Spritzy and 3 Aromatisse. That's just no need to do it. I prefer to go with the 2 because I just want to have and want to create more space around, because this is the fast deck. All you pretty much need is to set up 2 Gardevoirs with like 3 energies on them, which is pretty fast with this deck. Trust me, you can have like 7 energies turn 2 with this deck, and this is just ridiculous. If you just go second and turn 1 you have Xerneas in the front, you can have like 5 energies without any problem, including Geomancy, and I really like that. So yeah, once you evolve into Mega Gardevoir, you can start use your Mega Turbos, or you can just use Max Elixir to just attach energies. So yeah, 13 Pokemons as you can see, and I also have 3 copies of Geomancy Xerneas in this deck. I just don't want to play 4 because it's just waste of space. A lot of people will say, well, what if you don't start with it? It's not a problem. You have a lot of draw cards. You have Trainer's Mails, you have Acrobat, you have Roller Skates. You can get a Hess on Coin Flip if you get lucky. If you're not, you also have some draw support. And you can probably burn your deck quickly and find that Fairy Garden attach energy to basic, to your active Pokemon for a treat down to um, with Fairy Garden to your other Pokemon on bench. Of course, in that case should be Xerneas. If you have Max Elixir, you can just charge those energies. Trust me, the deck works pretty good. I will just show you. So yeah, it's pretty good deck list in my opinion. Then I also have 2 copies of Level Balls just for those Aromatisse and Spritzes. I really like those Level Balls in this deck. You can also try to cut down to 1 level ball, so you can try to play 1 copies of level ball and 3 copies of ultra ball, and in addition to 1 level ball you can add second super road, because super road can be good, especially in the late game. You should pretty much combine early game. You would like to go with the max elixir. Late game you would like to go with the mega turbos once you set up your mega Gardevoirs. So that's the reason why you would like to have those super roads, so you can switch between energies in your discard pile at the beginning and the end game, so you can use both max elixir and mega turbos as the best. 3 max elixir. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck, attach the basic energy you find to basic Pokemon on your bench, shuffle your deck afterward. Pretty good and strong card, trust me, this deck you will see later. Only 2 max potions. Well, a lot of people play like 3-4 copies of max potion, just don't do that. I mean, 2 is pretty much sweet spot, trust me. Pretty much a lot of decks these days cannot do 210 damage that easy, and you should probably will not be able to use more than 2 max potions per game. I mean, that's just waste of time. If you can heal once your Mega Gardevoir, that can be pretty much crucial if you play against EX decks. If you play against those non-EX decks, well, then in that case you are not pretty much favored to win, but of course you would like to have deck that will be able to beat all decks, but that's just impossible. You can make the deck list to be sweet spot to battle pretty much each competitive deck, but you cannot build the 100% perfect deck. That's just impossible. So in my opinion, 2 copies of max potion is just balanced in this deck. So in order to play more additional cards, I decide to cut down those max potions. I think that 2 is just pretty much enough. 3 Mega Turbos, also to attach the basic energy from the discard pile to Mega Evolution Pokemon. Why 3 Mega Turbos? Once your opponents manage to knock out your Mega Gardevoir, you would lose 3 energy cards, and it's hard to recover from that. That's the reason why I have those Mega Turbos and those Max Elixir. In case you don't have any more Mega Turbo in your hand or deck, and you have just Max Elixir, you can just reshuffle them back with the Super Road and then go with Max Elixir, start to charge energies, move them around with the Fairy Transfer, and yeah, in theory it's perfect. In the real world, not that perfect, but it can be perfect, trust me. It can be perfect. I mean, I like this deck, how it works, so we will go to gameplay as soon when I explain other cards. So 3 roller skates, also flip a coin if heads get draw 3 cards. Since we don't have Shamans and since it's a budget version of the deck, you need to have some additional draw support, so also 3 roller skates. So 1 super road, as I mentioned it. 3 Trainer's Mails. Also look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Pick the Trainer card, expect Trainer's Mail, put it in your hand. 3 copies of Ultra Ball. 4 Versus Seeker, as I mentioned it, you can cut down 1 for additional Zero Seek. You can also cut down 1 level ball for that 3rd Max Elixir, or for 3rd Max Potion, or for 4th Max Elixir, or for 2nd Super Road, depend on you. 1 Judge, it's a tech card in my opinion, pretty good card. 1 Lysander, 1 copy of Birch Observation, 4 copies of Sycamores. We also have 3 Fairy Gardens. Well, some people play like 4 copies, some people like to play, if you watched my previous video, I played like 2 Fairy Gardens and 2 Skyfields, but in this deck just no need to play Skyfield. Also 3 copies of Gardevoir Spirit Link and 10 Fairy Energy. So yeah, that's pretty much standard 60 card deck list that I made for the standard format. If you're looking for any of these cards, visit ccgcastle.com. Yeah, on ccgcastle.com you'll find pretty much all of these cards for good prices, and also with TCG Center 5 code you will get 5% purchase. You will get 5% on your purchases. So yeah, pretty much do that. We ship worldwide, so don't waste your time looking for the cards for your deck. Just go to CCG Castle and grab the card you need. Okay, so we are on the coin flip. I will pick the tails, and also we'll want that coin flip. So let's see what kind of start I can get. No basic Pokemon right now. Okay, so roller skates, 3 energy, trainer's mail, and max elixir. Okay, not bad. I actually got like pretty decent hand. If I can top deck something with trainer's mail like supporter, it will be pretty good. Oh, also Xerneas. Let's see, trainer's mail, Sycamore. Oh, pretty good. Pretty happy with that, because actually I have a pretty good start right now. Also, one max elixir will give me additional, I would say, draw support. And I already have like 2 Xerneas on the bench. Right now we'll have also one Spritzy. Since I just don't know if my opponent played those. Okay, so didn't find the energy. I don't know if my opponents actually play Starling Megaphones, but I will just take the risk. Never know, he might judge me or something next turn, but I actually take the risk. And I also don't know if he might play Headringers, and I just don't want to lose my Gardevoir EX that can be evolved into Mega Gardevoir. But next turn I will be actually able to go Sycamore with 2 energies in my discard pile. If I find my Mega Turbo and Mega Gardevoir, I will actually be able to charge 2 additional cards from the discard pile. Also, Geomancy and that max elixir will give me decent acceleration. Okay, so there is energy maxes, trainer's mail for Ultra Ball. Okay, so second trainer's mail is just cut it down in the discard pile, but I'm happy with my start actually. I'm pretty happy. Probably I will actually have Aromatisse turn 2. Okay, there is Eviltal, Baby Eviltal. This one is with the Oblivion Wing. And the Shaman for the setup. I don't like this art. It looks just like from the cartoon. Okay, Ultra Ball definitely can be good. So let's just grab Aromatisse. Yeah, I will pick the Aromatisse because I have more Mega Gardevoirs and I just don't need this third Mega Gardevoir attack. And versus Seeker for Sycamore, so this will be 7 fresh cards. Okay, roller skates, tails. Can do this kind of combination probably for Mega Gardevoir. I'm not sure if it was a smart to discard a Spritzy, because if he knock out my Aromatisse, I will not be able to have additional Aromatisse in play, but never mind. For now I have 4 energies, next turn will be 5, and 1 Mega Turbo is guaranteed to be in deck with the next Sycamore because I'm on 21 cards, so from 8 additional cards I think I will be able to draw 1 of them. Yultol came into play, which means that it will be Evil Ball for 30 and the second energy will be attached, and there is a 0-seek for that Gardevoir Spirit Link. Okay, fair transfer. Okay, that's done. I can right now use Max Potion. I can attach energy and I can use Sycamore. Okay, so there is Mega Turbo, as I mentioned it earlier. And I just don't need to wait anymore. I can easily go with the knockout Brilliant Arrow for like 180. Okay, so I picked the Aromatisse, but I actually don't need it anymore. So yeah, I have 4 energies in my discard pile. I have 6 energies in play, which means that I still don't know any of energy cards left in my deck. But I should probably have that Super Road, which will allow me to shuffle at least 3 of them back into my deck, because I will need them actually later. The more thing that I concern right now is where is my third Gardevoir Spirit Link, because one is in my discard pile, and yeah, I need somehow to evolve into my second Mega Gardevoir EX. This Yultol EX cannot do too much damages to me, and yeah, I don't know, he can do maximum like 100 right now. There is Battle Compressor. I really like this Mega Gardevoir deck. I hope you enjoy watching it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more future videos and more deck lists. Also, don't forget to like this video if you like it. This is the budget version of Mega Gardevoir EX deck you're watching right now. And yeah, that's pretty much all for now. Energy attached to Zorua, so he'll probably try to find Zoroark so he can actually do a lot more damages. Oh, I'm confused right now. But that's actually not that huge deal because I can retreat down to my second Gardevoir. And I can even actually... Oh, so he gave me the victory. Yeah, I was playing to evolve into my Mega Gardevoir EX. Okay, let's try to do one more game testing before final conclusion. Okay, so final deck testing will be right now, and then we will have a final conclusion about this deck. So far, as you can see, the deck looks pretty good. It looks pretty strong. It looks pretty decent. But yeah, it all depends on how good you can shuffle and how good you can draw. That's pretty much like with the same other decks in the format. The lack of shamans can be the crucial problem in this deck, but as you can see, I have those roller skates or for replacement, so at least those roller skates can help me a lot with driving support. Okay, so Birch for 7. Oh, I was pretty lucky, I must admit. Trainer's Mail can get me nothing that I actually need. Oh, okay, I didn't see that I actually already attached the Spirit Link. Okay, next turn I can even go with my Sycamore for pretty much safely 7 cards. This Camerupt EX can be so powerful card because it can hit for 200 with Explosive Jet without any problem. But luckily my opponent actually didn't have anything for it. Oh. Okay, never mind. Roller Skates, Hats, 3 additional cards. Okay, let's go with the Level Ball for Aromatisse. Aromatisse came into play. There is Trainer's Mail, Mega Turbo, and a Versus Seeker. I will grab Versus Seeker definitely. So, Fairy Transfer to Gardevoir, and after that I will just evolve into my Mega Gardevoir and will hit for 90. And he needs like 5 energies with Explosive Jet to knock me out, which is not impossible, and I have that Max Potion to heal my damage next turn. And also Level Ball for second Spritzy. For second Aromatisse actually. So he's charging energies down to Camerupt on the bench. Okay, 1 energy can go down. Level Ball definitely. Let's just stick with the Birch. I just cannot afford me to lose my 2 max potions. I just don't want to attach Stadium card because he might be able to counter me. Yeah, go to hell, Super Road. Okay, so this turn I might be able to attach 2 additional energies. Okay, so there is first, and let's see if I can get second. Okay, wasn't lucky to get second, but at least I can hit for Brilliant Arrow for knockout. It's 150. It's 2 prize cards, and all he actually need is 2 additional energy cards. 3. I mean, he needs to have like 3 more energies. Okay, so that Explosion Jet will not work at all. Oh, I really like this Entei. One of my favorite cards. I fell in love with it. It looks gorgeous, and its ability with double is just so freaking strong. You can have 2 items attached to it. And yeah, I still talking instead of playing. Anyway, let's just move that energy right there. That's done. The shame is that I cannot play that Lysander next turn. I can actually pass for now. Who knows, he might be able to switch, retreat, knockout, or do something like that. But if he'll not be able, I will just Lysander his camera up next turn and will knock him out. I have enough damage. I have like 3, 6, 7 energies in play. And he still need like 3 energies right here on that Camerupt and switch to retreat or Floatstone in order to knock out my Mega Gardevoir. Even if he do that, that will not be that huge thing because I have Mega Turbo and all I really need is some top deck like Ultra Ball or Supporter to grab my Mega Gardevoir from discard pile to from my deck to play. Really? That's Fighting Fury Belt. Okay, so he's 220 right now. Bam! Do I have any energy right there? No, I wish I have. Okay, that's 240, which is enough for the knockout. And there's the victory. So yeah. Let's move to final conclusion about this deck. Well, it's built on budget, as you can see. It works pretty good, even without shamans. So yeah, the answer on your question, can I play this deck without shamans, is yes. So pretty much just build the same deck list as I built. Do some tweaks, depends on the opponents in your location area. Basically, you can cut down one level ball and one versus seeker, and additional to add some more driver support like fourth trainer's mail, fourth roller skates, or you can even add zero seek and maybe more max elixirs. But that all depends to you. So don't forget to subscribe to Pokemon TCG Center by clicking subscribe button. Or if you are in video, you can also do subscribe by clicking on subscribe button below the Pokemon TCG Center logo.